Good afternoon, Lions. This is the real thing this time. We're gonna start things off a little bit differently this morning, and past District Governor Marilyn is going to be leading us in our invocation.
Our Heavenly Father, we just thank you this time together. There was a lot of joy going on in this room. So good to see everyone. The social time is wonderful. We just ask that you bring your blessing upon the food that we have eaten today, the conversations that we have, and the service that we are about to do in the future. Thank you. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. And Lion Tom, would you lead us in our Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And where is he? There he is. Lion Steve, will you lead us in song?
Get ready for this. My country is of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of thy pilgrims' pride, from every mountainside, let freedom ring.
Thank you. Very good, Steve.
At least it wasn't out.
Lion Tamers, do we have any guests?
President Sharon, fellow Lion. We have two guests and our guest speakers. I'll let Ryan introduce. Cheryl guest is Leon. And Greg guest.
Frank, do you want to introduce your guest?
President Sharon co-line's a guest. My guest today for the third time is Jerry Archer.
Yay!
Not to be outdone. I will probably reintroduce you to my compadre, Leon Ritchie.
Yay! And I would like to bring a special attention to Dale Wheeler. We are so glad to have you back.
And also to Mr. Sorensen.
Yes. Hi, Dick.
It's not working very well.
This, I guess you guys are hearing me, but they've been having, you want to use this?
No, I'm pretty loud. Yeah,
All right. Do we have a sunshine report?
anyway, there is no sunshine.
Oh, good. No news is good news when it comes to the sunshine report. All right, then we'll move right along and we'll start our Happy Bucks then.
Karen's waiting at all.
Do you want to go first, Pat? I'll go to Karen.
President, Sharon, fellow Lions, and a guest. I'm going to put in 2 happy bucks. Rick and I just celebrate our 46th anniversary.
Wowza!
You're a saint.
Sorry.
46 years of putting up with you, she deserves it.
President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, happy 5. Had a great time up in Port Angeles over the weekend. That's because Lion Hal begged out and didn't want to come. No. That's not right.
He could have
So
sang
it
all
was
the way up there.
our inaugural dry
Or
camping,
drove.
meaning there's no hookups, no electricity, no running water, no stuff like that. So we were fully self-contained. Sally performed immaculately and perfectly. The generator started right up. We had cold food in the refrigerator and lights when we wanted them. And the boat races were fantastic. Our guy, Checkmate 55 out of Castle Rock, took his second modified championship in a row. So unfortunately, his boat did break down on Saturday. And for those of you motorheads, you know when you pull off the valve cover gasket and you see metal shavings, it's done.
Yeah.
So they had another racer who didn't want to race his boat, so our driver Frank decided to race it. They asked him to race their boat. Put in a spectacular time, and as he was coming back into the pit area, he heard a funny noise in the engine, so he shut it down and just coasted in. And we'll just say that when we pulled off the intake, we found 6 push rods inside the valley in the center part of the engine. So we have the beautiful...
We got a program.
Yeah. So we had that wonderful time of looking and going and saying to Frank, "Oh, you blew up 2 engines one day. Awesome." Anyway, season is over, but camping is not, so that's the best news. Oh, last point, yeah, you won't see me next week. Yay! Short meeting here, and you know, you'll be down $5 on this side. But headed off to New York in the morning, flying to New York tomorrow. We'll spend 9/11 in New York City, and then on Saturday the 13th we get on a cruise and head up to Boston, Portland, Maine, Halifax, and St. John's in Canada, and then come back down. So looking forward to the trip.
Lion Wayne.
Always does. Always does.
$10. Some days you get a very pleasant surprise, and somebody bought me lunch. And it just goes to show that sometimes you're appreciated and maybe even loved by highly history.
All right, moving on.
She didn't mind me.
All right.
She thinks she's sending you a message.
Yes, I'm not the best.
President Sharon Caroline guest. Relay collected stuff for the year. As a group, we gave over $2,000 to Relay on that.
President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, oh, the happiest dollar since I'm back.
Thank you. We're glad to see you back. Lion Larry. Hey, that's kind of cute. Lion Larry.
Penny Piper.
Madam President, fellow Lions and guests, my pleasure today is, tomorrow I celebrate 66 years of
Congratulations. House District Governor Steve Patterson.
You found your right guy.
Left out.
President Sharon, Lions and guests, I have 3 happy dollars. Well, actually, the first one's a sad dollar. Karen, I'm really sorry that you tolerated Rick for 46 years. And you look happy, and you look happy about it. The other happy dollar is great to see Dale again. Dale, we've missed you a great deal, and we've missed your enthusiasm, so it's great to see you. And the third happy dollar is I have a great appreciation for professional painters. As Marilyn and I painted our daughter Stephanie's old bathroom, and it took us, what, 2 weeks? And
Wow.
YMCA's and all that, but yes. And we feel very successful about that bathroom. I think the other happy dollar is I want to share something about our kids. We have so many of them, but our son Patrick and his wife and their 2 children participated in a 5K as a family last weekend, and they all were very successful, finished out of the 4, the youngest child, the baseball fitness, finished it in 34 minutes and something, and his dad finished in 38 minutes and some seconds. So a few red faces, but very proud, and it was a fundraiser support a soldier, I think it was. So I don't know what that's all about, but I was really pleased for them.
True. I just had to sneak through there. Like, President Sharon.
President Sharon. So yes, I have 2 happy dollars, $2 to split between 3 happies actually today. So number 1 is my oldest grandchild is currently camping with a friend in South Africa. In the largest national park in South Africa, which is quite a large country. So I hope they don't get eaten by lions. Number 2 happy dollar is I get to go to Costco tomorrow and see what comes in my cart. And the 3rd happy dollar, I'm just happy that Siren got a haircut.
You did. It's looking good.
But not the crumb catcher, apparently it's still there.
When you go to Costco, are you gonna, Cheryl, you're gonna stop by In-N-Out Burger when you go to Costco?
I'm gonna go where?
Are you gonna stop by In-N-Out Burger when you go to Costco?
Oh, I don't know, I have no idea, but it would probably take too long to get in there, so.
If you go dine-in, it's not as bad.
Past District Governor Mark Couch.
President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, $5. First of all, have you heard they've invented a new game called silent tennis? Just like regular tennis, but without the racket. Unpaid dollar on my wife. I told everybody last week about the I told you so thing, and she fell off the stool back of the patio. Well, in calling to get an appointment for that, she'd also complained about her knees, so last Wednesday she had 2 doctor's appointments. Found out, A, she has a broken rib, and a bunch of extra tests to make sure it hadn't punctured the lung and heart. After all that, the good news is they were fine, but it's going to be a slow healing process. The other bad news is when they looked at her knee, they realized it was worse than they had expected, and she has knee replacement surgery now scheduled for September 25th.
Double whammy.
Happy dollar, first of all, happy to see Dale back. That was nice. The other happy dollar, busy month for family birthdays. Last Wednesday was grandson Trevor's birthday. Today is granddaughter Layton's birthday, and Friday is granddaughter Tinley's birthday. So, busy stretch of grandchildren. Word of the week. Sometimes the bad things that happen in our lives put us directly on the path to the best things that will ever happen to us.
That's very true.
I see him.
Pass whatever you are, Mike Parker.
Good enough.
President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, I have $2 today. First one is I'm so glad to see Dale Wheeler back. His enthusiasm is catching. The second one is a congratulations dollar, actually 3 times. One is for Rick and Karen's anniversary. It's also the birthday of Katie's little girl, Georgia. And it's also my cat's birthday.
And you all know Breaking Birds.
We don't want it.
President Cheryl, fellow ladies and guests, I got $5 today. First one is a sad dollar. My wife is very, very sick at home.
No.
But the other $4 over the weekend, we had our class reunion, class of 65, Mark Morris. That's 60 years. The best part of it, I really think, was during the talks and ceremonies and stuff, they recognized us vets. Out of 271 graduates, there were over 50 vets.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I had the honor of pinning special pin on most of the guys.
All right.
Very cool.
Lion Spencer Boudreaux, Cal first.
Ladies first. Apparently, Hal Palmer is going first.
So,
Whatever. President Sharon of the Lions and guests, a happy $5, or part of it's happy, part of it's sad. One of them is Mike Parker was my district governor when I was president of this club. That's how old he is.
But I can also tell you, he promised that we'd have 200 members by the end of my term, and you didn't.
Yeah. Okay, the sad one that maybe you hadn't heard, but Bob Bradley is in the hospital. I talked to Gail a minute ago, and she's hoping he gets moved to volunteer very shortly. Gail Wheeler, amazing to have you back. Now, he told me this, 9 months in bed. Does anybody else here could handle that? Yeah.
I'll say 9 days.
Yeah, 9 days.
Be excited about life.
Yeah, that's right. I said, oh, we got to watch all those daytime TV. Hey, how about those Cougars? They did it on purpose this weekend. And finally, we invited granddaughter Holly Gottschalk to a birthday party. We kind of thought she'd bring her mom and dad and boyfriend. There's 9 people there. You know how much that costs at a Mongolian restaurant? But it was well worth it. This little sweet little girl is 21 years old, and she's on her way to a great life.
You didn't have to drive her anywhere.
Now, Spencer Boudreaux.
Thank you very much. President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, I had to borrow $1 from Hal because I used all my cash this weekend. I'm talking today because I have got a job actually for Stephen, Maryland, if they want one. I know, part of the reason I used my cash was on cleaning products because Astor took a green marker and blue marker to his wall. So I don't know, I think you guys are pretty still tonight. You could probably help me with just just a new coat, right? I'll do the paint spots. Yeah, so that's 50 cents is for that, the other 50 cents. I was not in the paper today.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, I didn't read it yet. And there's no purpose now.
I know. Thank you.
Okay. Up front. Whoop, wait, I missed somebody. I missed Gail. Sorry, Gail. I forget you're in the corner.
Don't put Gail in the corner.
I'm always in the corner. Madam President, Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, I have 2 sad dollars. Because a lot of you know, but for who you don't know, Bob has stage 4 cancer. And on that note, I think, I don't know about you guys, I don't know what we do here, but do you mind if I say a quick little prayer?
Sure.
Lord, we just want you to know that we're with Bob and Gail, and we lift them up to you. You take care of them and give them your grace and your mercy. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Okay. Yes.
Good job.
Oh, Ryan.
President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, some happy bucks today. I have a kindergartner and a first grader this year. So my kindergartner had her first full day yesterday, And both of my kids just adore their teachers, and so that's an awesome feeling. They come home glowing. I got roped into coaching both of their soccer, voluntold that I'm going to coach both their soccer teams this year. And so I was kind of nervous on Friday before our games on Saturday, and both their teams just killed it. It was so much fun. 6-year-old girls, 8-year-old boys. And then my last one, my cousin, I don't know if all of you know this, but he's a pitcher in the Phillies organization, left-handed pitcher, and he got promoted to AAA today. So we're really excited for him. What?
Anyone else?
What? Oh, Andrew Walling,
Oh, Andrew Walling, in case you couldn't hear that.
CVG.
We'll have to keep an eye on him for any future
Yeah.
moving up. Okay, well, I'm just going to pass this right back on over to Ryan, who is our program chair for September, right? We're in September, yes, gosh. Time's flying by. So, Ryan. I know.
That's it, good job.
I knew that was coming. I shouldn't have even stepped up.
I can move it.
It's okay. It's okay. President Sharon, full lines of guests. We have Karen Cloninger. It's going to take me a while. And Rick Parrish to talk about the new renovations that they did at Longview Memorial Stadium. Karen is the superintendent for the Longview School District. She attended Eastern Washington University and WSU.
Hey!
She grew up in Hunters, Washington. She has been married for 31 years, has 2 kids and 2 grandkids. Oh, I thought you said 2 grandkids as well. No grandkids. Scratch that. Just the 2 kids. One is in his 2nd year at West Point, and the other is stationed at Fort Benning. Before coming to Longview, she was the assistant superintendent in East Valley School District, which is in Spokane. Rick attended Central Washington University. He is the executive director of operations for the Longview School District. He's been married to his wife Jan for 31 years, has one son Troy who lives in Boise, and he's a project engineer for J.H. Kelly. Before coming to the Longview School District, he was the president and publisher for the Daily News. So I will turn it over to them to share about the project.
Thank you so much.
It's going to be dangerous to sit there.
Blinding.
There we go. Either side.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having me today. Thank you, President Sharon. Thank you to the Longview Pioneer Lions Club. It's a privilege to be here. This is the start of my 2nd year as a proud superintendent of Longview Public Schools, and I'm so excited to hear that Mint Valley Elementary in Longview CVG in Longview Public Schools is treating your new kindergartner and your 1st grade child well. So part of my 1st year was spent listening to the community and to our staff. I had a formal entry plan in which I met with community members, met with staff members, and really just learned about the norms, the values, and the goals of our community. And that doesn't end after the first 6 months. It's continuing on, and so it's a privilege today to be here and learn more about your organization. I was very lucky to inherit an excellent staff and to also come into a community that had graciously supported the schools by approving a capital levy in 2022 that was focused on safety, technology, and building upgrades. And so we are very proud to come to you today and show you what we've done with the community's investment. And I have with me my colleague, Rick Parrish, who's going to talk to you a little more about Memorial Stadium modernization, because I've come in as a superintendent on stage 3. And so he's going to talk to you a little bit about stage 1, 2, and what we've done this year and the next stage.
All right, thank you. Hello, everyone. Great to be here. It's fantastic. I've spoken to your group before years ago, so it's great to actually be back. So Ryan asked us to just kind of give you a recap of what's happened at Memorial Stadium. And so I'll start by pointing you out to this picture right here. That's a very recent picture. And for those of you who've been to the stadium, which I'm guessing it's all of you, you'll see that the entrance looks a lot different and a lot better than it used to. So that was one of the priorities for this project. So Memorial Stadium, built in 74, 75, so about 50 years old. That's what our records show. Our goal when we went to the voters in 2022, one of the goals, I should say, was to let them know, hey, we want to update Memorial Stadium. It's truly an asset for our community. So many people have incredible memories at the stadium, whether you played a ball game, whether, my son graduated there, whatever it might be. So we went to the voters with 4 phases. And the first phase was, we'll improve the football, soccer our field, and we'll improve the track as well as the field event areas as well. Then we would allow an updated scoreboard. Phase 3 was to update the main stadium, which that's the work that just got done. And then phase 4, which will be next summer, I'll talk to you a little bit about the visitor bleachers. And so to do all of this, we got input from community members, coaches, high school and other principals, athletic directors, school board, architecture and engineering firms. We had a host of folks who got in on giving us advice and their thoughts to build a list of priorities. And so in phases 1 and 2, again, this was all made possible by voter support. So these are capital project levy funds. They can't be used for anything else other than capital projects. So we can't pay school salaries with this money. We've got to upgrade our facilities. And if you can see the picture on the right-hand side, that's the new field and track. And you think to yourself, okay, why is this so special? Well, the old field was grass, and it was built on 12 inches of sand. And as dangerous. Dangerous. It was very narrow. It literally only reached or met WIA standards for width of a soccer field by 1 inch. And we had soccer matches where other schools would call us up and say, we're not coming. It's just not safe. The long jump, triple jump, pole vault, all of those events were inside the track, so they were right next to the field. So we used to have to pile all sorts of padding on top of those, because if someone got tackled or ran off the soccer field, they could, break an ankle or fall down and hurt themselves. So we widened the track. Allowed us to widen the field. It's one of the fastest running tracks now because it's more straightaway instead of being skinny with harsh turns. The field is one of the widest soccer fields now in Southwest Washington. So it's a fantastic and kids in the community to play. You'll see on the very right side, there's more of the copper colored track material. That's so we can run two high jumps at the same time. So that way we can get more kids on the track and participating. So with all the rain we get, we can use this 12 months a year, and it's actually designed to have drainage that allows for a 25-year weather event and for us to still keep playing. So there's just an incredible amount of thought that went into all of this. And you can't see it so much on the picture on the right, but on the one on the left, you can see that the long jump and triple jump are no longer inside the turf area. So in phase, a couple more pictures. You can, on the far right, that's the shot put area. It's a safety issue, but we also added an additional shot put ring. So we could get more participation, get more student athletes playing. In the middle is the triple and long jump that I just mentioned. And we were able to increase the length of the runways because there's WIAA and National High School field standards for the length of runway. So, you know, if we ever want to have a regional track meet, you've got to have runways that meet those standards. On the far left, you can see a wonderful picture. The American flag is on the new scoreboard, which is a full display video board. So you're thinking, why waste money on a full display video board, right? It's the home team, the visitors team, right? Which down, how many yards to go?
It's the replay now, right?
Well, it could be the replay, but it's also, what about track and field?
Yeah.
You cannot keep score in track and field on an old scoreboard with a couple of boxes on it. Okay? This also allows the marketing to get involved and build marketing bios so you can see a preview of our kids. It's kind of the way, if you've ever watched football on TV, and they go, hey, I'm Rick Parrish, and you know, I went to Ohio State University, right?
Yeah.
So they do that on the screen before the game and highlight each of the student athletes. It just makes for an incredible experience. And in the future, you never know how, there could be replay. So
High school referees would scream.
they would scream. So in phase 3, you see an old photo there. That was when the stadium was being built. The priorities that the group came up with is certainly we want to preserve the stadium for another 50 years, right? It lasted the first 50. We need this investment to get another 50. But a big issue was safety. If you ever been to the stadium and you had to walk all the way up to the top, there was no railing. I can't tell you how many people came to me and they said, hey, Parrish, I can only go 3 or 4 rows up. I'm afraid to go any farther. I can't go see my kid's game because, you know what, the first 3 rows are filled. Where am I going to go? There was a lot of concrete repair. The roof had long outlasted its life. Interior and exterior paint surfaces were, even though we've painted it numerous times, they needed to be painted again. And I showed you the new inviting front entrance. If you remember before, there was a little ticket window about the size of a laptop, and the line was 100 people down the sidewalk. So we also made locker room improvements, installed some bird netting.
Yep.
How many people ever went to the stadium just to look at your seat and go, holy smokes, it's messy.
Yeah.
Right? Lighting upgrades. And of course the crow's nest. So up there in the crow's nest, wanted to make sure that that got an update as well.
That was neat up there. I was up there Friday for the first time.
There you go. It is very neat. So here's some pictures of the newly updated, modernized Memorial Stadium. You can see that all the seats are red on that right-hand side picture, and you can see the safety railing right down the middle of the steps.
I love it.
And there's a safety railing on every set of steps. Okay, so it's not just one, it's on every bit, all the walkways, so that people can use all the seating and do so safely. All the seating has been painted red. We left the same wood seats. And folks say to me, well, why'd you do that? Well, first of all, it wasn't one of the key priorities that the group asked about. But second of all, that wood's been there for 50 years, and that is wood you cannot get anymore. And do you want to sit on a plastic or a metal cold seat, or would you rather sit on this great wood? So we had it refinished and repainted. New surfaces, you can't see the bird netting so much in the top left, but up in the steel rafters there's netting to keep birds from nesting up there, to help to keep everything clean. And of course in the bottom left you can kind of see the new paint and the new roof. So phase 4. Phase 4, that would be next summer, is what we're planning on, is to put a raised visitor bleacher. And what everybody always says to me is, they go, hey Parrish, is it going to have a roof and all these things like it used to have? And the answer is, probably not. Probably not.
Soak those visitors.
Soak those visitors, there you go. So right now we have some aluminum seating that you can see on the left.
Yeah.
And so our intent is to build some sort of raised platform and have aluminum seating for 400 to 500 folks. It's important for our track and field so that when we hold those events, parents, they might not be able to see their student athlete if they stay in the main grandstand. It's also important when we play Kelso, when we have some of those bigger games, Mark Morris versus R.A. Long, that we do have visitor seating. So it is important, but once you start putting roofs and all this other stuff on, the expense goes way up and the cost to maintain goes way up. So trying to be frugal with the dollars, just a sec, Spencer. But the old picture is really cool, is it not? It's a great old picture. And I'm going to answer your question, but I just, a couple more slides. These are just slides where I wanted to show you the way it was and the way it is. So 50 years of memories and counting at Memorial Stadium is pretty darn cool. You can see on the left with the new track, one of the fastest running tracks now in Southwest Washington, with a modern surface. And you can see folks on the right where they were still putting chalk lines down in the track. It's incredible how things have changed. But you know what? The memories in both sides are just fantastic, right? Just amazing. And then also, I wanted to show you a couple of pictures of the grand reopening. So this was last Friday. We just took a couple of photos. And Vern Foster, voice of the Monarchs, it was a Monarch versus Kelso game, Mark Morris. And so when you look out at the stands, you see that new lighting, you look at the field. Hopefully it's something for our community, our students, and our staff to be very proud of, and something that will last for another 50 years. And again, all of it made possible by the community support and the votes for the capital levy. So I'm going to hand it off to Karen, but also we want to answer your questions, Spencer.
So when we talk about the capital levy and supporting students, sometimes it's difficult for some community members to make the connection between an investment in Memorial Stadium and student outcomes. But we know that students succeed academically when they have a connection and have an ability to belong in the school district, in their schoolhouse, in ways that harness their unique talents and energy. And between our two comprehensive high schools, we have 21 WIAA sports, and we have 38 extracurricular clubs for our students. And you know, Memorial Stadium is something that our community can be proud of and that students and families can use for decades to come.
All right, that's what we have for you today. Happy to answer any questions.
Yeah, hey, first question I have on the, oh, now it's working, wow. On the visitors stand, is it possible to do temporary canvas covers if you had to, or a couple of poles up to hold up some canvas covers, or even just sunshades?
You know, those will all be, so the question is, you know, can you put something temporary up? Those will all be things that we look into over the course of the coming months as we work towards a final plan for next summer.
Is both Mark Morris, R.A. Long, football and soccer, is this considered their home field for all of them?
Yes.
It is? Okay. That's a scheduling nightmare.
Well, and we also schedule in the community as well. The first 60 days that after we put the new turf surface in, the field had been used 58 of those days.
Whoa, cool, cool.
I would say part of the remodel was focused on making sure that both of our high schools feel like the stadium is a home game experience. And so some of the renovations in what used to be just called the visitor locker rooms now clearly establish that that's a home locker room for Mark Morris.
Okay.
The other thing is that our two athletic directors work very closely together in partnering around all of the events. And obviously, Rick, as the Executive Director of Operations and Communications, is a key part of making sure that that works.
Yeah, I was just going to piggyback off of the scheduling for both schools. I've also seen several different events there for Timberbrand soccer, middle school football, etc. So kids that are not even in high school yet can utilize it and have a place to play outdoors, whereas that was not even an option for the old surface just because of how muddy and destroyed it during the month of, mid to late October into November, and then everybody's scrambling to get it ready by next spring, so that's quite wonderful. And I also just want to say thanks for everything you do within the school district, because you work in a school district, you need money to make improvements and everything, yet you never have enough money. And so thanks for all of your efforts, everything you do. And I'm excited for my kids to have experiences there.
I remember the football team complaining about girls' soccer chewing up the field. Now think about that for a minute. We've got these 198-pound guys, and we've got this 101-pound girls. Which one's chewing it up?
Several questions back there.
Yeah. So a little bit in between questions here. So the field can be used 12 months a year. The only thing that wears the field out over time is the UV rays. You can play on it as much as you want.
My wife and I have seen some of these new fields up north. Our grandsons and granddaughters are involved in track and football. An old tradition that will be going away, and it's kind of something our youngest son participated in. After the football game at the stadium, it was usually pouring down rain, and the whole thing was a pile of mud.
Yeah.
Well, then all the footballers would slide in that mud.
Yeah.
Come home thinking mom and dad get to do all of the washing of the laundry.
Girls' soccer did it too.
I guess that tradition's going away.
Pretty much.
Sounds like the Mike did too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Steve killed it.
The original visitor side, that was built at the same time as the original home side, I think, wasn't it?
So the question was the original visitor site bleacher built at the same time
I think so.
as the main grandstand? And we do believe so. And that was torn down, what, about 15 years ago or so, because it wasn't safe.
17, we had, my sophomore year, we had Civil War still there, a couple weeks after.
There you go.
So, we do naming rights for that stadium, or is that against district or state policy? It'd be like Research Stadium in Corvallis?
Right, so every district has board policy on naming rights for any of their facilities. And so there is a process for that within policy. And then ultimately our school boards are the final approval for that.
Yeah, sounds like $1 million gift would be perfect, huh?
Then you
There you go. Go for it, Hal.
Ryan and I are gonna team up.
Yeah.
Is that it for questions?
Yeah. I don't think it's working.
Yeah, I think the battery's dead. You wanna, well, you guys can hear me.
Use your outside voice.
So, we're gonna move on to announcements. So, let's go ahead and start with Bob Piper.
Hey, Bob.
I don't think, oh, there, listen again.
No, they're not.
No, I think that was communications. He killed it.
This Saturday, we have a new thing we're trying. There is a cross-country meet at the lake. There's going to be, I was told, 22 high school teams and 18 middle school teams. So we're going to set up the wagon and sell hamburgers from probably about 10 o'clock until 3. So James going to have a new sign-up sheet put in probably this afternoon, hopefully. We do need a few bodies to help. We should be pretty good, but it won't be a real long day, so try to sign up and help. Other than that, we got, then next week we've got X-ray machine, and we're working on that one too. All right, thank you.
Greg?
President, Chair, and Phil Lyons, a guest, couple announcements. Tomorrow evening is our monthly Site and Hearing Foundation meeting. Anybody in the club is more than welcome to come see what we do and participate. The second announcement is Thursday. We're doing the Day of Caring with United Way. And I need everybody that signed up to fill out a waiver for the United Way. It only takes a minute to fill that out. And then when you do, make sure you circle the size of t-shirts if you want. This will be a fun, easy one for us this year. So go to the council library. Those of you that can read, you can really have a good time. Can I watch the pictures?
He's referring to
Okay, Ann?
President Sharon, Phil Lyons and guests, a couple of announcements. September 18th, which is next week on Thursday, we've got our evening meeting at Ashtown at 6:30. 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Next Thursday. And then also October 18th, which is a Saturday, we've got White Cane at Safeway on Ocean Beach, and I'll have an informal sign-up coming. And another is that Rex Boswell has been chairing Lions Island decorations for Christmas. And he does not want to chair that anymore. He's too busy. He lives further away. So he wants to help on work parties. He will put all of his time and energy into training somebody. But he needs a replacement to chair Lions Island. And I'm interested, and I would love to work with somebody, but going through the chairs, I need to be careful how much I take on. So if somebody
Call
wants-
Russ Case.
Russ Case. Okay. So anybody interested? You know, we could tag team it if you want. But that's going to be starting soon.
Yeah, and it's, before you know it, it's gonna be the holidays. I know, right? Ugh. All right, pass this to Governor Marilyn.
President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, as you know, I'm helping sell apples for Castle Rock Lions. Still taking orders. They're a 50-pound box for $40. Go back backwards. 40-pound box.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Reverse that.
It can be split in half or quarters if you wanted to go in with someone and just get some apples. And I need to collect those funds by September 30th for the order and the money. So this week, next week, I'll let you know how it's going. We've sold 7 so far.
Thank you, Marilyn. And I just want to remind everybody of our board meeting. That's this Thursday, 8 a.m. at Life Mortgage, which will be right before the United Way work party, which will follow up at 9 o'clock over at the Kelso Library. Also, I wanted to take a minute. I forgot to thank you with, we have some brand new, you guys are the very first to receive our brand new design. We have our thank you, Longview Pioneer cups. We used to have mugs, so I got you to get used to saying cups. We want to thank you for taking your time to be here with us today.
Thank you, everyone.
Anybody else have any announcements? Oh, Hal?
President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, you knew me as the last Lions Club International Foundation chairman. And you'll see why in a minute, why I'm presenting this particular Melvin Jones Fellow. Letter from Fabricio Oliveira, he's the new LCIF chairman. On behalf of Lions Clubs International Foundation, I congratulate you on receiving further recognition in the Melvin Jones Fellowship Program. Now, this person will become the single biggest donor to LCIF from our club. And I'd like to congratulate and thank Dwayne Smith.
Dwayne Smith.
Number 7. nice big plaque. After that, you get another, each year that you donate $1,000, you get another pin with another diamond in. So this one has six pins, there are 6 diamonds, but it's number 7. Number 7 at Calvin Jones.
Great job.
Thank you so much, Dwayne.
So you see why I recommended him for LCIF chairman?
All right, everybody get out your blue tickets. Oh.
Did you say anything about our board meeting?
Yes,
Yeah. Okay, all right, then blue tickets, please. 2077.
Yes.
5 1 7. 517. Oh, Karen. All right, and while she gets to draw see if she gets the joker, we'll move along to the red tickets. 359. 7. 4. 8. Mark.
Relay for life.
Relay, thank you.
Well, relay for beer, that'd be great.
Yeah, there you go.
Jane?
Yeah.
President Sharon, first pick for the desserts today is David Muniz.
All right.
And whatever's left over goes to Lloyd.
How did you?
Okay, I was just, Spencer was all the way over there to make sure he didn't forget his wallet. Wait a minute.
Oh, I'll take it for him if it has any money. No. Is anybody? Mark Houston. Relay. I didn't get to finish that. Well, you can fill it in for me. I signed it. Okay, I believe that is everything, and so hopefully we'll see those that can make it to the board meeting or to United Way or this weekend. I would like to leave you with a little bit of a quote here. Action is the antidote to despair, Joan Baez.
Yeah.
And the most powerful productivity tool ever invented is simply the word no. Shane Parrish. Thank you, Lions. Have a great week.